and we welcome viewers in Britain to Channel 4 to Semple Stadium here in Thurles in County Tipperary to a great occasion, 100 years of the Gaelic Games Association, the Gaelic Athletic Association, and this hurling final involving Offaly here with number 14 Pádraig Horan running out of position and running up towards their goal, limbering up, and in opposition today Cork in the red, both sides out, getting rid of the nerves, of course. As we take a look now at the Offaly lineup, showing just one change from their semi-final against Galway. That's the number 7, Ger Coughlin, who replaces Brendan Keisha. Otherwise an unchanged selection, and tremendous talent in there, Micheál Ó Muircheartaigh.
And of course Ger Coughlin would have been an automatic choice in the semi-final match were it not for the fact that he was in hospital having his appendix removed.
And this is the Cork lineup with Jimmy Barry Murphy there in the background. A really talented team in search of their 25th All-Ireland title this afternoon. Offaly just in search of their second. This Cork side so dominant during the 70s, winning the All-Ireland in 1970 and then going on to record a 3 in a row from 1976 until 1978.
And the red head of Kevin Hennessy there to be seen towering over all others, near Ger Cunningham, who's no small man, Jimmy Barry Murphy and Johnny Crowley. And it's the first time that I've noticed the words Corkig written on the Cork jerseys. Of course, this is a very special day, a very special All-Ireland. The Cork team, their third All-Ireland in a row. They've lost the last 2, more determined than ever to win this year's one.
And let's take a look at the Cork lineup with a number of changes from their semi-final against Antrim into their full-back line. They bring Donal O'Grady at number 3 and move Dennis Mulcahy from Middleton into the right corner-back position. And then looking up through the team, you see that Tim Crowley is playing in the half-forward line, and restored to the side, having been out for the semi-final, Seánie O'Leary, the goal scorer supreme. He's in there at top of the left. It's a terrifically colourful scene. 58,000 people packed in here, expecting a tremendous display of the very best in hurling. Two sides well capable of giving us a tremendous match. And there's the Cork supporters behind the goal, away to our right. And of course, as always, plenty of colour. And there's the referee, Pascal Long, in the centre, throwing up the coin. Pat Fleury on the left for Offaly, John Fenton and Middleton on the right for Cork. And it appears from this position here that Cork will be playing indeed from right to left in the first half. And here to take up commentary, Michael O'Hare.
Yes, the excitement is here, the crowd is here. In fact, in our little caboose hanging up high in the stand, believe it or not, there are a couple of characters have climbed up on the roof of where we actually are. And all I can hope is that they stay there. Well, let's just have a look at it. This is Thurles on Centenary Hurling Final Sunday. The crowds have been coming in here to the ground since early this morning. They've been coming in here to Thurles since God knows when. They've been coming from everywhere for this really exciting occasion. Well, what's going to happen? Will Cork win their 25th All-Ireland, or can the men of Offaly win their second? This is the big question. And this is the thought that's running through a variety of people's minds, including, of course, Seánie O'Leary. Seánie, who's the longest-serving member on the Cork team, having first played for them in 1972. Number 8 on the right, of course, is John Fenton, and number 8 on the left, as we out there, is Tom Keneally, and in the back is Pat Hartnett on the right and Joachim Kelly on the left. That's the centre field line. Ready to go. And the referee just checking that it is time, and the game is on. And Cork are first to break away, but the breakaway broken up. Joachim Kelly way in towards the goal mouth. And Pádraig Gordon right in with the ball, but out comes Ger Cunningham with a good clearance. Tussle down here. Joachim Kelly bringing the ball out over the sideline, and there is a line ball for Cork. Line ball for Cork about, 65 metres, less than 65 metres from their own goal, and it's to be taken by Dermot McCurtain. Dermot cuts it. No, and it's Sean O'Leary with the ball now, trying to get in, and he's held. Free to Cork, Sean O'Leary held. And the free will be taken by John Fenton. Let's see down on the right of your picture with the white helmet. Captain of the team, captain of Middleton. First score of the game, 1 minute, and it's Cork in the lead. John Fenton, their captain, putting them 1 point ahead, 1 point to no score. And no crowd reaction from that group. They're all wearing green, white and gold. Damien Martin with the puck out. Little or no breeze, as we say, and thank heavens the threatening rain has not arrived. John Crowley putting his hand up, holding it. Now to John Fenton. Fenton robbed out there, but the robbery is only a brief one. And the ball out over the sideline on the far side. This time the line ball is for the littlest man on the field, and he's playing at the tallest man on the field. Ger Coughlin to take it for Offaly. Just recovered from an appendix operation. Nothing wrong with that one. Ball grabbed by Mark Cardigan. Mark Cardigan high, but it's gone wide. Nice line ball that down to Mark Cardigan, who went across from the right wing to get it and grabbed it all right, but the result a wide. 1 point to no score in favour of Cork. Ger Cunningham with the puck out. This man has the longest puck in Ireland. He won the puck father recently. And to prove it, he lands this one way up the field, but Tom Cadini gets it for Offaly. In now, Donald O'Grady putting his hand up, getting the ball. Being hustled on the way out, Mark Corrigan. High, lobbing ball, it's gone out towards the right and it's gone wide. 2 wides for Offaly, but 1 point for Cork. And ball gone back into the crowd, and Ger trying to persuade a Cork follower to give the ball to the Cork goalkeeper so that he can puck it out. Very persuasive man, Ger. Yes, he is. Success. Changing his Hurley now for the pucking out stick. Pat Hartnett waiting for it. Will it go over his head? Yes, it's over his head. And Tim Crowley pulls on it with Pat Delaney. Aidan Fogarty for Offaly. Out to this side of the field. This is Joachim Kelly. Joachim chased by Pat Hartnett. Hand passed into the centre now. And the Brendan Birmingham puck blocked down. Pat Hartnett for Cork this time. Very near the sideline. Pulled on by Aidan Fogarty out over the line. The Cork men today have an interesting jersey. It has the crest of Cork, the crest of the centenary year, and the word Kirkig across the chest. And only one set of these jerseys has been manufactured. They are, if you like, a collector's item. So I wonder what will happen at the end of the game about swapping jerseys. John Fenton with this line ball. 50 metres out from the Offaly goal. Oh, what a lovely cut. It's high right into the goal mouth. And it's too high, just to the right of the upright. It's gone wide, but what a delightful cut it looked to be. John Fenton, who a year ago couldn't command his place regularly on the Cork team. Now he's the captain. Damien Martin's puck out can show that he pucks them long too. Pulled on by Mark Cardigan. This is Tom Cashman now for Cork. And the pass intercepted there by a very lively Joachim Kelly. Joachim's hand pass intercepted there, and away come the Cork man, John Crowley. A long relieving clearance. Jimmy Barry Murphy going after it. Damien Martin policing it, as he has done on a few occasions before, and this time it went out over the end line and it's gone wide. Damien Martin with the puck out. High. Dropping on the 45-metre line. A hand going up, doesn't grab it. It was Dermot McCurtain. He's still looking for the ball. And the referee has awarded free against Cork. It's about 10 metres in from the near sideline and just outside the 45-metre line. And coming out to take it is Corey Corn. You know, if you put your fist out here from the commentary box, you can almost get a fistful of atmosphere. There's a real tension in this ground here today. And here's Porrick, wide stance, puck, the tie, doesn't go quite the way he wanted to, and Ger Cunningham gets his hand up to it, a shortish clearance. This is Pat Carroll for Offaly. His puck is blocked down. This is Dennis Mulcahy. Joe Dooley is after him, hooks him. Mulcahy again getting his shot. Dooley back now to Pat Carroll. Carroll, a high ball, right across the goal, right across the bar and over the bar. The first score of the game for Offaly. The sides are level after, what, about 6 minutes of play. The scorer, Pat Carroll. Well, I don't know whether he's going to Mars or listening in, but it looks well. Ger Cunningham with the puck out. Aidan Fogarty playing without a helmet today. Tony O'Sullivan playing without a helmet today, and Tony getting the ball across field. Pat Carroll coming up for it. Kevin Hennessy coming up for it. There's a clash, but Pat Carroll wins. And oh, under pressure, he sends a lovely shot in. Porrick Horan, and it's over the bar. It could have been a goal, but it's over the bar for a point. Porrick snipped it in. It looked as if it might go into the goal, but who cares as Porrick Horan, Offaly are in the lead, 2 points to 1. About 7 minutes gone in this first half, and this game is living up to all its promise. The tension, the colour, the pageant, and the good hurling, and the closeness of the scoring. Ger Cunningham's puck out this time, trying to find Kevin Hennessy. And this is Ger Coughlin and the referee. That was the referee. Lovely pass there from Ger Coughlin off Pascal Long. And the throw-in ended is Joachim Kelly. Joachim over now between Tom Cashman and Pat Carroll. This is Brendan Birmingham, fresh air. And fresh air is unusual in a game of this type when he recovered, but the ball gone out over the sideline. Pat Carroll playing a real terrier game for Offaly as usual. Tom Cashman is going to take this line ball. Great young hurler, and a great older hurler too, not that he's all that old. Puck out up the far side of the field. Tomas Mulcahy trying to bring it in. And it comes out to Tom Keneally, and Keneally's clearance is long and high. And Joe Dooley trying to get out to it, can't. The ball half cleared out. This is John Fenton for Cork. Pulled down by Tim Crowley. Jimmy Barry Murphy. Jimmy Barry back down to Tony O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan got through. A shot that's high. It's over the bar. And the sides are level. Tony O'Sullivan, most promising hurler in the country a couple of years ago. Illness put him to one side. He's fought his way back onto the team and is justifying his place today. About 8 minutes gone, first half. 2 points for Offaly, 2 points for Cork. And the referee penalises John Crowley there. John arguing a little bit that the Offaly man backed into him, but Pascal Long, the referee, isn't having any. Porrick Horan journeying out from the full forward position to take this one about 40 metres out and almost dead straight in front of the goal. And he hits it over the bar, and Offaly are in the lead again by 3 points to 2. The second point scored by Porrick Horan. Ger Cunningham getting the ball, which has been retrieved there, with the distinctive red and white hoop jersey. Long one. Aidan Fogarty, oh, what a lovely grabbing of the ball there. Up along the wing, and the forwards trying to get through. Declan Fogarty. And Donald O'Grady misjudges this one. This is Brendan Birmingham. And the referee penalises them for dropping his stick. 3 points for Offaly, 2 points for Cork. On the free out, John Hodgins looked as if he was going to take it, but he tips it back to the goalkeeper. And the goal is oh so empty at the moment. But I don't expect Ger Cunningham will botch it as he comes up now to take the puck. Long one, very long one, very high one. Breaks down, and here comes Tom Panini again with it. Out to this side of the field, it's gone over the sideline. Line ball for Cork, just on the halfway line. And it's to be taken by Dermot McCurtain, who in the humid heat of the day has discarded his helmet. Ball blocked down, but it goes to Pat Hartnett, and then to John Fenton. Fenton's shot goes off an Offaly player, and Joachim, you know darn well that it's not your ball. But he's willing to argue, and very quickly goes back when he sees it's not going to work. John Fenton with the puck. Oh, a lovely one. In towards the goal mark. Jimmy Barry puts his hand up. The ball knocked away. Ger Coughlin adds to it. Down to the centre of the field. John Fenton sees where it's going to go, reads it well, and now sends it up along the line. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy. Eugene is behind him. Eugene Coughlin back now to Tim Crowley. Tim is shot, and it's gone wide. In fact, it hit the upright and bounced down and went wide. But it's wide anyway. Offaly 3 points. Cork are 2. And this is Damien Martin. Played his first game for Offaly when he was senior game when he was only 18 years of age. But I don't think he did that with it, or he wouldn't be still in the goal. Straight out over the sideline on the far side of the pitch. This line ball is 50 metres out from the Cork goal. Tom Cashman is going to take it. He was a little bit worried that there was an Offaly man going to be left loose if he did take it. But he needn't worry if he's going to hit them like that. Pat Delaney, Ger Coughlin. This seems to be a combination. Ball over this side of the field now. And Dermot McCurtain getting away with a little bit of a hoosh there. Out to the far side. Tomas Mulcahy going for it. Back there and covering off is Pat Fleury, the captain. Pat Fleury into the centre. This is Pat Hartnett. Hartnett's puck is high. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. And it's still Offaly 3 and Cork 2. 4 wides for Cork and 2 wides for Offaly. Not as long as the Cunningham puck out. That ball has got out over the sideline off Joachim Kelly, and Joachim doesn't raise a murmur. It is very obvious line ball for Cork, and Dermot McCurtain takes it. It is blocked. The linesman signals that it is over the line and a line ball for Offaly. It must have been a very, very close thing. Aidan Fogarty, he looks so different without the helmet, but he's not wearing the helmet today. Heavily bandaged left knee there as Aidan comes to take the puck. Donald O'Grady beaten by Corey Horton. Horton still going on. O'Grady coming back and beating him. And in the middle of it now is Joe Dooley. Dooley going right through, and he's in front of the goal. He takes the shot. The shot is blocked by Ger Cunningham. Ger Cunningham is grounded, and there's a free out for Cork. Corey Horton getting better of a tussle there, and eventually getting the ball to Joe Dooley, and Joe Dooley's effort being foiled. Here it is again, and now we'll have them going forwards, and that's Joe Dooley going up now with the ball. He's gone right in, takes his shot. It's blocked down by Ger Cunningham. He keeps it in play, and the play goes on now. We're back with the action, and it is Aidan Fogarty pulling on the ball quicker than Tony O'Sullivan. This is John Fenton for Cork. Fenton nicely to Pat Hartnett. Pat Hartnett, a dangerous dropping ball, and it is blocked down by Damien Martin. He must have got his stick to it some way. The net shook up at the top. The umpires didn't move, but the play goes on now as Tomas Mulcahy comes in. He takes his shot. It's stopped by Damien Martin. It's come back out. It's gone back across the goal again. And the ball out now where Ger Coughlin has it. Ger, a long clearance up along the far wing. Pat Carroll, beaten. Tom Cashman. Tony O'Sullivan over there. Tony with the ball, and the referee penalises the Offaly men for a slightly swift pull there, if you like. And there's a free for Cork to be taken by John Fenton. 60 metres, that's the 65-metre line that you saw there on the right a moment ago. And that's the sideline up at the top of your picture. It's high and it's gone wide. So the score remains, Offaly 3 points, Cork 2. And John Fenton, usually a sharpshooter, well, he missed that one, and it's all very fine, I suppose, sitting up on the stand saying he mightn't have missed it, sitting on the sideline and saying things like that. That's all very fine. But out there, before a crowd of over 60 fans, well, there must be jitters and a little bit more. 60,000, of course, not 60. And there must be a feeling of jitters with the players. This is the long man, the fair, reddish-haired man, Kevin Hennessy. Hennessy, a long ball way up the field. And Eugene Coughlin going up, catching the ball before it comes towards Jimmy Barry Murphy. Centre of the field, Pat Hartnett. Tim Crowley, referee, blows his whistle, awards a free to Offaly, a free against Tony O'Sullivan. And Pat Delaney, a mighty hitter indeed, is going to take it. It's just 45 metres out from, just over 45, out from his own goal. He's like Jack Nicklaus, the way he takes his balance. Now he lifts. And he strikes a lovely dropping ball in the parallelogram. It's hooshed out over the end line, and there is a 65. And the forwards in around the house, as they say. The house isn't quite as near to the goal as it used to be. Many years ago, the forwards were waiting to pounce on the goalkeeper, but they can't do that anymore. And this is Pat Delaney. Pat Delaney getting ready now with this 65. Watch the taking of balance, the drying of pounds. It's high, it's gone to the right, and maybe he should have left the pounds wet. The score remains Offaly 3, Cork 2. About 17 minutes or so gone in this first half. Joe Cunningham, who's been having a busy day down there. Dropping ball hard, that's the clash of the ash that they say in the old songs. The pull along the ground, Pat Carroll, Brendan Birmingham. This is Dennis Mulcahy. Mulcahy in now to Tim Crowley. Tim Crowley steadying himself for a shot. It's in now towards Jimmy Barry. It's gone in towards Shawnee Leary. Gone in further in where Damien Martin gathers it and clears it out here. Thomas McCurtain. Kevin Hennessy across from the far side of the field. Little Jerry's after him, but Hennessy is still going. He's bottled up there. He gets the ball back some way to Tony Sullivan, and Tony has sent it over the bar. His second point of the game. Cork's third, and the score is Offaly 3 points, Cork 3 points. And a lot of people indeed delighted to see Tony back in such good form. A brilliant minor, hurling and football, and as we said earlier, he was off because of illness, but has been battling his way back to the team and showing he's worth every inch of that battle. Well, the ball has been recovered, I think, down at the goal. A lot of well-known faces there in the GA world studying hard as the ball is pucked out by Damien Martin. Joachim Kelly. This is a dangerous ball. Declan Courtney's gone back. He's got the ball. He's trying to get it nearer the goal. And it's blocked down there by Donald O'Grady. It was who got his stick to it, deflected it out over the end line, and there is a 65. And Pat Delaney taking this one. Almost in front of the goal, slightly to the left of it. And it's high, it's over the bar, and Offaly lead again. Pat Delaney, the scorer, from a 65, and that makes it Offaly 4, Cork 3. And just about 20 minutes gone in this first half. Again, the hands go up. Pat Fleury doesn't get there. Tomas Mulcahy does, and Eugene Coughlin does. pulling hard there, one-handed. It didn't work for the Offaly men. Pat Hartnett still. Pat Fleury. Jimmy Barry Murphy for Cork. Eugene Coughlin knocking the ball off his stick. Eugene beaten now by Tony O'Sullivan. Lovely ball by Tony. High and over the bar. What a lovely one from a very awkward angle. Tony will cross onto the far side of the field to pick that one up, and the equaliser once again. And Tony O'Sullivan, the scorer of 3 points for the Cork men, who are level with Offaly at 4 points apiece. That's putting up with the hands. It's getting a very dangerous pastime down there. This is Pádraig Horton. And the hand pass that went astray, or did it? Gone back to get it now, Dermot McCurtain. McCurtain tackled, and the referee says Pádraig not that way. 3 out for Cork from about 10 metres of their own goal. And Dermot McCurtain looking as if he was run into by Pádraig Horton. And they shake hands, and all is well. John Hodgins to take this free just outside his own 13-metre line. And here comes Tony O'Sullivan again. It's high, and this time it's gone wide. It was too easy for Tony. It was dead straight in front of the goal. His other scores seem to come from very awkward angles. Look, lads, it's a good game. And a little bit of short passing there. The ball coming back there now, and Mark Cardigan gets it and sends it over the bar. A great battle for a position on this Offaly team between Mark Cardigan and his brother Paddy. He got the position, he got that point. Offaly 5, Cork 4. And the Offaly supporters all in a group there together. They've sat down now after their jubilation. We make it about 22 minutes or so gone in the first half. Pat Delaney. And here they come again. This is Mark Corrigan. And it's high, but there's a tail on it, and it's gone wide. Back into the crowd behind the goal on our right. And I think a very quick return of the ball. I think Joe Cunningham must have very persuasive ways about him, the way that ball keeps coming back in when it goes out over the end line. Once again, Joe's puck is a long one. And little Joe Coughlin. Out near the sideline, Brendan Birmingham. Pádraig Horton. His puck blocked down by Donald O'Grady. Ball cleared out now. Tim Crowley coming back to help the centre field. He's about to be tackled, but it doesn't worry Tim. John Fenton now. John Fenton breaking upfield. Nice ball. And it's kept in play. The play still goes on up here. And eventually it is brought out over the end line by Jimmy Barry Murphy, who is not, up to now, having one of his great games. But people said things like that about Christy Ring in games that these particular players turned right about, turn in a matter of minutes. Liam Carroll with his puck up this side. And it is an Offaly ball. It went off Pat Hartnett. Offaly ball, and Aidan Fogarty coming down to get it. Just outside his own 65-metre line. You'll see him passing the line there. Declan Fogarty. Half blocked down there. John Fenton. The idea was good. This is Pat Carroll. Pat's high, and it's over the bar. Another point for Offaly. Pat Carroll's second point of the game, and Offaly lead now by 6 points to 4. And that's the first time that there's been 2 points between the teams. Offaly stretching their lead from 1 to 2, taking a 2-point lead the first time in the game. Drop between Joe Hennessy and Ger Coughlin, but the ball eventually going in, blocked down by Damien Martin. Eugene Coughlin with all the ease of expertise, sending the ball down the far side of the field. Pat Hartnett, Pat Delaney. Out this side now, it is Dermot McCurtain. This is Tony O'Sullivan. Tony high, slightly to the left, and it's gone wide, and the score remains Offaly 6 points, Cork 4. Cork have had 7 wides down here, and Offaly have had 4. Offaly have had 6 points, and Cork have had 4 points. Cork again. Tomas Mulcahy, Pat Fleury, and there's a nice pass in now. Jimmy Barry Murphy to Sean Leary. That's a goal! And Jimmy Barry Murphy to Sean Leary. The old firm were back in tune. I said it, that they often turn the game right around. Shawnee, the man who helped beat Tipperary. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy with the ball, hand passes it over to the side, and a lovely piece of control of the ball there by Shawnee Leary, and the score now, the score now is 1 goal and 4 points to 6 points. The scoreboard has given Cork a point instead of a goal. Out in the centre of the field, play battling away now, and the Cork men really have their tails up now as John Crowley gets it. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy and Eugene Coughlin. Pat Delaney coming in. Nice tip by Aidan Fogarty. That's Pat Delaney's puck. Ger Cunningham, oh, what a lovely little sidestep. Dennis Mulcahy, what a difference a score can make to a team. Tim Crowley. Joachim Kelly coming back into the action again. Out to the wing, but there's nobody there but John Crowley. This is Pat Fleury. It's very near. It's gone over the sideline. Over the line, and it's gone off Pat Fleury, and it is a line ball. A line ball for the Cork men, and the scoreboard has been corrected, and just confirming it's Cork 1-4, Offaly 6 points. That's 7 points to 6. About 28 minutes gone in this first half. John Fenton. Ball cleared down by Aidan Fogarty. This is Tom Keneally. Pat Carroll going soloing up the field, and it is a solo. Nobody within an ass's roar as he lobs the ball into the goal mouth, and it's gone out over the end line, and it's gone wide. And Ger Cunningham having a word with some of his backs who seem to be backing in on top of him there. Bottled up there, but getting the ball out to John Fenton. Fenton, a dangerous one out to Shawnee Leary and Liam Carroll. And Shawnee appeals, I was held. Referee says play on. And the play on means that there's another puck out for Offaly. And there's brother Dennis listening there. He was the same during the minor game, intent on every move. Brother Dennis, the brother in Burr, who helped train no less than 12 of this Offaly team. And this is John Fenton now, leading an attack. Kevin Hennessy coming out with the ball, blocked away by Liam Carroll. And the short one back to Ger Coughlin. Ger Coughlin into the centre of the field. Tony O'Sullivan beaten by Joachim. Joachim not getting that one away. And very near the sideline. And the ball going back now to John Hodgins. Tony O'Sullivan, and Tony from the centre of the field, a high lobbing ball. Shawnee Leary trying to get in, and Liam Carroll trying to make sure he doesn't. Ball bobbing around in front of the goal. A great save by Damien Martin, as a shot there by Tomas Mulcahy looked for the goal. And this is Tim Crowley. Crowley bursting his way through. The ball blocked down. Comes now to Jimmy Barry Murphy. And this is Ger Coughlin chasing Jimmy Barry. Jimmy Barry trying to get it up, but it won't come. Ger Coughlin trying to get it back, and in desperation, Eugene Coughlin out over the sideline. And that's the effect that things like that can have on people. Pat Hartnett with the line ball. 20 metres out. Lovely ball across the goal. Pat Delaney. Ger Coughlin. John Fenton for Cork. John Fenton's put blocked down, but he gets it again. Fenton is shot, and it's well wide. Oh, there's tension up around that goal. 9 wides for the Cork men. 5 wides for the Offaly men. And the score, Cork 1 goal and 4 points. That's 7 points to Offaly's 6 points. And for the benefit of those who mightn't realise it, 1 goal equals 3 points. Longish puck out. Ball into the centre now where Joachim Kelly sells a dummy. Does one of his little solos. Longish hand pass to Brendan Birmingham. Brendan without the stick. He's stickless at the moment. Ball out to the far side, and it's John Fenton. Ger Coughlin in under it, judging it nicely. Passing it out to himself, as it were. Tom Keneally. Oh, a lovely bit of diving, blocking there by John Fenton, and recovery, and the referee penalises the Offaly man for a holding there, and there is a free to Cork. And the referee chasing one of the Cork mentors off the field. He's heading way down to the right corner, and he's putting the mentor over to the dugout over on this side. Meanwhile, free to Cork, just inside the Offaly, and the referee is chasing him over. Fit man this mentor, and fit man this Pascal Long. And as they turn into the straight, the mentor by 2 lengths. Let's get back with the game. John Fenton walking up now to take the free, just inside the 65-metre line. A switch in the Cork team. I'll tell you about it in a moment. John Fenton high, John Fenton wide, and the score remains Cork 1 goal and 1 goal and 4 points. That's 7 points to 6 points for Offaly. And the switch is that Kevin Hennessy has gone in full forward. Kevin Hennessy gone in full forward, but coming out now, being chased by Eugene Coughlin. Jimmy Barry Murphy top of the right. And in the Pat Carroll has gone centre field for Offaly, and Tom Keneally gone left half forward. There are switches in the teams as we enter the final few minutes of the first half, and closely knit first half. And now Tom Cashman trying to get things moved. Not Tom Cashman, Pat Hartnett. Pat Hartnett way up the field. Shawnee Leary in under the ball there. Got it back from where it was kind of far in, and it eventually gets to Pat Delaney. And oh, a lovely over the overhand stroke there by the attack of Offaly, who just don't seem to be fully clicking at the moment. Lovely bit of fielding there by the Tomas Mulcahy, and Tomas going right through now. He takes a shot, it's gone over the bar, and the Cork men lead still further. And Tomas Mulcahy now out in the half line, and with less than a minute in this first half, the score is Cork 1 goal and 5 points, Offaly 6 points. Again, 2 points between the teams, but this time the reverse of the way it was about 10 minutes ago. Long puck out. Where, oh where has the ball gone, seems to be the question. Being quickly answered there by Joachim Kelly. Joachim being followed closely by Pat Hartnett. This is a dangerous ball. It's coming towards the goal mouth. And it's not a goal. It looked as if it must be a goal. Pádraig Horan got his stick to it. It dribbled to the goal. And I don't know what kind of a ghost kept it out, but out it stayed. This is Pat Delaney now for Offaly. Offaly putting in a close of the first half. Brendan Birmingham in now to Mark Corrigan. Corrigan going through, and it's over the bar. Another point for Mark, his second of the game, and that makes the score. Cork 1 goal and 5 points. Offaly 7 points. 8 points to 7 as we approach the half-time whistle. Just 1 point between them, and it is warm, sir. I agree with you. Almost on there in fact is the half-time whistle. And so after the first half that was played at the fast pace, the score is Cork 1 goal and 5 points, Offaly 7 points. A game of interest, some very fine hurling, and at times early on a little bit of the dithers, because in all the atmosphere, all the build-up and all the excitement, it was bound to hit the players, the inexperienced and the experienced. The line and end, and Offaly on our right, the town end of Semple Stadium. The score, Cork 1 goal and 5 points, Offaly 7 points. And looking at the Cork team, Jimmy Barry is back at full forward, and Kevin Hennessy left half forward, with Tomás Mulcahy right half forward, and the second half is on. Joachim Kelly, Pat Carroll, who's gone centre field for Offaly. Not an awful lot of length in that one. This is John Fenton whipping the ball upfield, deflected in. Damien Martin, the shortish clearance out to Pat Fleury, not a very long one indeed. Pat Fleury being bottled up down here by Tony O'Sullivan, and the referee penalising the Offaly man for holding the ball too long. Free on the 20-metre line, coming up to take it, John Fenton. Pat Fleury, the offender, going back to his place, and John Fenton coming up now, and you see on the 20-metre line. And just how near to the centre you can see there too. Having a good look. And he has sent it over the bar for a point by John Fenton, and that makes his second point of the game. He was very careful with his aim there, because things hadn't been too good for him early on. The score now, Cork 1 goal and 6 points, that's 9 points, Offaly 7 points. Not quite 2 minutes gone in this second half. Longish puck out by Damien Martin. This is Pat Hartnett. And Offaly now swinging back into attack. Dennis Mulcahy. Down to John Fenton. And this is Tim Crowley getting the rebound there. Tony O'Sullivan. And Eugene Coughlin missing it, and Tony O'Sullivan getting inside him. Lovely hoop there. Eugene Coughlin still worrying, and Pat Delaney getting the ball. Ger Coughlin, the one mistake he's made in the game so far, and out it comes now towards Tim Crowley. Back now to Kevin Hennessy. Hennessy's puck half blocked down. Eugene Coughlin. And out over the sideline, line ball for Cork. 60 metres out, 65 metres out from the Offaly goal. And it seems that somebody must have said to John, steady yourself, don't be going up taking these shots very quickly, because he took his time there. Tony O'Sullivan's effort there. Ball out towards Pat Delaney. Tim Crowley. Pat Carroll going across to him. Deflected in where Pat Hartnett of Cork gets it. Pat going right through now. Pat Delaney knocking the ball away from him. And Tony O'Sullivan high over the bar for another point. And 4 points for Tony O'Sullivan, increasing the lead, and certainly playing a fine game. Whether he started in the half line or whether he moved into the full line, he's doing his bit. The score, Cork 1 goal and 7 points, Offaly 7 points, and the Cork crowd really getting behind their team now, and it looks to me as if Offaly want the Offaly followers to G them up as well. Dermot McCurtain, John Fenton, Tomás Mulcahy, Pat Delaney now for Offaly, along the ground, whipped along the ground again, whipped along the ground, but John Crowley breaking up the whipping. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy. Eugene Coughlin is penalised, and there is a free. Some of the Offaly men not too sure about that one, but the main thing is that the referee is. It's dead straight in front of the goal. John Fenton is going to take it. 1-7 to 7 points. And again, John taking his time, taking his aim. And taking his point, his third point in the game now, and that makes it Cork 1 goal and 8 points, Offaly 7 points, and that's the longest lead any team has had in this game so far. But we're only 5 minutes into the second half, and the crowd beginning to get behind both teams now. Damian Martin. This is Pat Hartnett. Joachim robbing him. What a thing for a Garda to do. But he's robbed again, and it's a line ball now for Offaly. Offaly swinging back into attack now. Ger Coughlin. Pat Carroll waiting for the ball should it come his way. And the ball just outside the Offaly 65 metres. Nice cut. Corey Corden doesn't quite get it. This is Dermot McCurtain. McCurtain passing it to himself, but the pass goes a bit too far. Brendan Birmingham in now towards Kennedy. Kennedy's shot forced away by the presence of John Crowley, and the ball gone wide. Well, the chances have been coming Cork's way in the second half, and they've been taking advantage of them. Cork 1 goal and 8 points, Offaly 7 points. Under the dropping ball, nobody getting to it. Jimmy Barry Murphy now. A cross intended to and getting to Tony O'Sullivan. Tony's puck blocked down by Pat Fleury. In comes Ger Coughlin. Pat Carroll. And the ball sent over now to the centre. Joachim Kelly. Pat Carroll. Pat Carroll up along the right wing now. Racing out for it. Declan Fogarty. Can he get before the ball gets to the line? He sends it across the goal mouth. And out comes Ger Cunningham, and Ger's with it now. A high ball into the centre of the field. Tim Crowley. Tim with that grabbing hand. And a very, very short clearance with Shawnee Leary with the ball now. Shawnee a shot and Shawnee a point. A goal and a point he scored. Just as he did in the Munster final. The score now, Cork, Brendan Keeshan is, no, it isn't Brendan Keeshan going in now, is Paddy Corrigan. Paddy Corrigan has gone into the Offaly team, and we'll sort out what is going to happen on the switching. The score is Cork 1-9, Offaly 7 points. And Brendan Birmingham is the man who's coming off. Now we've 2 Corrigans in the half line. Brendan coming off the field here to a round of applause. Pat Carroll gone back into the half-forward line. And John Crowley getting the ball now to John Fenton. Fenton's puck blocked down by Ger Coughlin. A wide open space. Filled by Kevin Hennessy. Aidan Fogarty going back. Declan Fogarty and John Hodgins. Fogarty with the ball. But it's high and it's gone wide. And one thing that's missing today from games that we've seen Offaly play this year have been Joe Dooley, who's hardly been in the game, and Brother Dennis looking just a little bit worried. 1-9 for Cork, 7 points for Offaly. The sun beginning to beat in now. Dropping on the 45-metre line, Tomas Mulcahy. Offaly men getting in one another's way. Paddy Corrigan. And the ball won't go for him. Oh dear. Pat Hartnett. Nicely pulled on by Joe Hennessy. And Offaly seem to be all of a doodah at the moment. Pat Delaney. Corey Corran back out now to Pat Corrigan. Corrigan's puck knocked down and sent away. Thomas Mulcahy, Tim Crowley, and Cork playing with the elegance of supremacy at the moment. Sean O'Leary foraging, going inside his man. The referee calling back the play and awarding a free to Cork for holding on to Sean O'Leary. John Fenton to take it. The score, 1 goal and 9 points for Cork. That is a total of 12 points, 7 points for Offaly. John Fenton. He's about 10 metres in from the sideline. It's gone to the right and has gone wide. Well, John has been doing his bit, but he's been missing his bit as well. Well, Offaly badly need to get back in this game, but now, if they're going to get back into it at all. Damien Martin running up now to get all he can into the puck out. Joachim trying to get at the ball, breaking away, coming out now to Tomas Mulcahy. Mulcahy with it. And it was a nice try, it was a nice try. He went down and picked it straight up off the ground. And Pat Fleury, captain and all, sees the humour of it all. John Fenton on a recovery mission, if you like, from the Fenton reputation as a shooter. And it's gone over the bar, no doubt about this one. Cork, 1 goal and 10 points, 7 points for Offaly, and John's 4th point of the game. Damien Martin. High, long, coming towards the sideline. But Cork swinging back into the attack now. Aidan Fogarty pulling that up, added to by Pat Carroll. This is Dermot McCurtain gone back. Trying to feed Donald O'Grady. O'Grady is hooped. Ball loose now to Mark Corrigan. Mark's puck blocked down. Joe Dooley brings it, but out over the end line, and it's gone wide. 110 to 7 points, Cork the leaders. About 13 minutes gone in this first half, or second half, I should say. About 13 minutes gone, second half. And more than one player seems to have slowed up more than somewhat. Ger Coughlin is not one of them. Or is he? Ball breaks loose to Tony O'Sullivan again, and Tony O'Sullivan his 5th point, putting Cork still further into the lead. 5 for Tony O'Sullivan, and the score now, Cork 111, Offaly 7 points. And if ever Offaly needed a goal, they need it now. Damien Martin. Dermot McCurtain, very near the sideline, still Dermot McCurtain, or rather Dermot McCurtain again. The ball blocked off an Offaly stick, and it's a Cork ball. Dermot McCurtain to take it himself, just outside the 45-metre line. Not a very good one by any means. Nicely sent across by Mark Corrigan. This is Donald O'Grady. John Hodgins. Pat Delaney. Robbed there by Tim Crowley and Cole. Eugene Coughlin going out to cover it off. Ball blocked down by Tony O'Sullivan. This is Pat Fleury, and this is Kevin Hennessy. Hennessy going right through. Back out now to Jimmy Barry Murphy. Jimmy along the ground. Goal! But no, wait now, the referee. Yes, it is a goal. Kevin Hennessy scored it. The referee was doing a signal to put it up. It looked as if he was going to award a free to Cork, but instead of the free, he allowed the goal, and Kevin Hennessy, the scorer, 2 goals and 11 points. Here it is again. This is Kevin Hennessy getting it back to Jimmy Barry. Jimmy lets it slip out of his hand, then chips it in. Damien Martin saves it there, and in goes Kevin Hennessy, taps it into the goal. Well, the play is going on as Cork lead 2-11 to 7 points. And if Offaly ever needed 2 goals, they need them now. And the Cork men really getting into voice now. Joe Dooley now. Dennis Mulcahy back there. John Fenton. He opens space. Aidan Fogarty beaten to the run there by Kevin Hennessy. Hennessy's puck blocked down by Aidan Fogarty. Good relieving clearance, but out over the sideline. Line ball to Cork. Just inside the Offaly 65-metre line, and John Fenton gone across to take it. Nice whip across. Pat Fleury. Joe Dooley hooking the ball, letting the ball go back there, but cleared out. Pat Carroll. Corey Corden racing out now with Donald O'Grady. Donald in a little bit. The ball now to Joe Dooley. Dooley is shot low, hard, and blocked by Ger Cunningham at the expense of a 65. A good slow effort there at getting the ball out after it looked as if it was going into the net. And here we have Joe Dooley, low and hard, and Ger Cunningham with all the coolness flicks it out round the post, and it is a 65. Pat Delaney to take it. Will he be satisfied to go for the point, or will they try to manufacture a goal? It's high. He takes the point, a point by Pat Delaney, his second of the game, and that makes the score now Cork 2 goals and 11 points, 8 points for Offaly. And that's the first Offaly score in the second half, and the second half is now 17 minutes old. Grab by Aidan Fogarty. In the minor game, there was a great turnaround. Is there going to be a turnaround here? Dermot McCurtain gets a free because his hurling was knocked out of his hand as he was going up the field. John Fenton, we should have kept a tally on the number of times he took frees or sideline balls. It must run into, I don't know what kind of figures. The different style of taking a free, his style and that of Pat Delaney. Well, that one's gone wide. Maybe Pat Delaney's is better, who knows? The score, Cork 2-11, Offaly 8 points. About 18 minutes or so gone. Switching around in the Offaly attack, we'll tell you about it in a moment. Paddy Corrigan has gone into the corner. This is Tom Connolly, and this is Joe Dooley. Joe Dooley trying to get up the field. His way blocked, and this is John Crowley. And Sean Leary going in, a shot, and it is another. No, it's not. It is. It's a goal by Sean Leary. King goal himself. What an amazing man, playing for the county since 72. He's got 2 goals and 1 point in today's game. That one almost saved by Damien Martin, who made a couple of efforts to get it out, but didn't quite succeed. and Shawnee knows it's going the right way. In he goes, taps it, and Damien makes an effort to save it. It seemed to hop almost on the line, but it had gone over. So now it's 3-11 to 8 points. And back come Offaly. They may be trailing, but they're certainly trying hard. But for all they're trying, there is a great authority about the hurling of the Cork men, and John Crowley got a knock there. But thankfully not as bad as it seemed. It was just a tap rather than a pulled effort, if you know what I mean. Free, Tom Cashman to take it. Pat Delaney with the ball now. Tom Cashman. Nicely held there by Aidan Fogarty. Pat Delaney and Tim Crowley tussling off the ball there as they went after it, but they weren't fouling or anything like that. Free there for Offaly, just 65 metres out from their own goal. Pat Delaney to take it. And now is the hour. In fact, it was the hour a little while ago for Offaly to strike back. But there's still plenty of time in a game of hurling that can bring about all kinds of changes. This is Paddy Corrigan trying to work his way out. Across the goal, the referee has blown his whistle and has awarded a free to Offaly. Pat Corrigan tried to work his way in, but it wound up that he was working his way out from the centre. Free in now to be taken apparently by Pádraig Corden, who's looking to the sideline for some kind of instruction. And yes, if he kicks it another little bit, it'll be even more in front of the goal. Here it is. Low, hard, blocked by Ger Cunningham and booted out over the line for a 65. Awfully pressing, but just look at that scoreline. Cork 3-11, Offaly 8 points. And Pat Delaney lobbing it in fact over the bar. Another point. Well, knocking it off point by point is a long way when the score is 3-11 to 9 points. That's Pat's third point of the game, and the score, as I say, 3-11 to 9 points. Cork in the lead. Ger Cunningham now. High ball. Pat Delaney. Joe Dooley. John Fenton. Pat Fleury. Ger Coughlin. Tomas Mulcahy of Cork. This is Kevin Hennessy now. Pass that went astray. Pat Delaney receiving it with thanks. John Crowley. Nice piece of stick work there by John. Stalemate down there, and I mean down there. This is Eugene Coughlin getting it away from Kevin Hennessy. Again, stalemate. Joachim Kelly, who we haven't seen for quite a while. And here he goes now, Pat Hartnett robbing him. Joachim turning around, taking a shot and sending it wide. I wonder down there in the Offaly dugout just what they're thinking. Any sign of any moves there, Ger Canning?
No sign so far, Michael. We've had Dermot Healy up on his feet there just a couple of times in the last few minutes. He's not the most demonstrative of characters, but he's been up and down the sideline there. And perhaps he'll be thinking before long of springing somebody like Paddy Kirwan, but he certainly seems to be running out of forward options.
Well, the play goes on with Cork 3-11, Offaly 9 points. Down over the line ball for Offaly. Ger Coughlin. It's certainly not his fault that the scoreboard is the way it is. Oh, a short one, grabbed by Tomas Mulcahy. If you felt the earth tremble, that was Shawnee as he went down there, bottoms down. And the sudden silence seems to have descended on the place because the Offaly fans don't seem to be getting behind their men, and the Cork followers seem to think that, well, it's home and dry. 3-2 Offaly. This one 50 metres out from the Cork goal, slightly to the right of it. Well, they're advertising milk under that group that we saw a moment ago. Pat Delaney. And again, he's satisfied to take the point. His fourth of the game, Offaly's 10th, the score, Cork 3-11, Offaly 10 points. 25 minutes gone, and now the crowd are beginning, not that crowd, but the most of the crowd seem to be getting into action now to urge on their players. Is there a grandstand finish before us? We have 10 minutes, just more than 10 minutes, for this game to take on the miracle turnabout that the minor game took. Line ball for Offaly, halfway line, far side of the field. Aidan Fogarty. Very nice cut. Declan Fogarty. And a nice clearance, not a very long one. Dermot McCurtain, a Cashman to McCurtain. The sidestep of Dermot doing well there. Nice bit of ball play there by Jimmy Barry. Nice bit of fielding there by Liam Carroll. And now a wide open space. Quickly filled, but Joe Dooley filled it but didn't get the ball. Joe trying to worry his man there. And now it's Joe Dooley, a high ball from way out the field, and even that has gone wide. Certainly in earlier games when things were going so well for Offaly, Joe Dooley was a shining light. Today, the light seems to be blown out more than somewhat. The score, 3-11 for Cork, 10 points for Offaly. Long putt, oh, nice bit of fielding again by Pat Delaney, Aidan Fogarty, Tom Keneally, but in comes Tim Crowley, back to John Fenton, and up goes the flag again. John Fenton, his fifth point of the game, and the score now, Cork 3-12, 10 points for Offaly. And all those scores that John Fenton has registered up to now were from frees. That was his first from play. Well, back come Cork again. They may have lost the last two All-Irelands. It looked as if they might have been heading for an unenviable record of losing 3 in a row. And they're playing their hearts out now. They are not going to let this one slip away as they lead by this 3-12 to 10 points. Tim Crowley, what a game he's been having. Kevin Hennessy trying to work his way through, showing he might get his place in the Cork football team. And a great shot, a great save. The ball coming back out now to Pat Fleury. And Pat Fleury out over the line, and in now goes Pat Kerwin. And we see who comes off. Coming off is Joe Dooley. Pat Kerwin, who pulled Offaly out of a hole on many occasions, but I don't know if he's got a JCB or what kind of a digger he's got this time. But he certainly has a mighty job to do. John Fenton. Ball held by Joe Hennessy, saved by Damien Martin. Got a shortish clearance out. Back come Cork again. Tony O'Sullivan with all the dazzling ease that is his of the past, his of the present, his 6th point of the game, and the score now 3 goals and 13 points for Cork, 10 points for Offaly. And a lot of people, as I said in the first half, delighted that Tony has been hitting the ball so well and so accurately today, because he really is back. Trotting back for the ball now, Aidan Fogarty, followed by Jimmy Barry Murphy, Pat Delaney, Mark Corrigan. Paddy Kerwin is in there. He doesn't have a stick, but he's in there. This is Pat Corrigan, beaten by Dennis Mulcahy. Pat Delaney. And it's gone out over the line. 9 ball, far side of the field. 3-13 to 10 points, and I'm afraid that this All-Ireland final is just grinding to its inevitable conclusion at this stage. Certainly the Cork men playing with great authority. Pat Carroll. Tom Connolly. Tom Kennedy going up with it now. Back to Pat Carroll. Pat over the bar, another point, but not one that's going to make any great difference as to the destination of the Lee McCarthy Cup. Cork, 3 goals and 13 points. Offaly, 11 points. Ger Cunningham. Well, it looks like a postcard. It is a postcard of a wonderful day. Particularly so for the Cork hurlers as they head for their 25th All-Ireland title. This team beaten twice in 2 years and wondering if there was a hoodoo, and people saying there wasn't the heart. Well, there's Tim Crowley to prove his part of heart. Back to John Fenton, and John Fenton to prove his captain's part. His 2nd point of the game in play, his 6th of the game. And we make it about 31 minutes gone, about 4 minutes left in the game. And many of the crowd beginning to file away. This is Paddy Kerwin. Declan Fogarty. And the referee, in fact, awarding a free in. And Mark Corrigan going in there. And Paddy Kerwin, who's been known to score them from 90 yards out, going to take this one from the 20-metre line. And he blasts one low and hard. It's pulled on, it's saved by Ger Cunningham, and he is tackled, but he gets the ball out. Who has it? It's coming out this side of the field, and it was Tom Cashman who had it. Now it's Pat Carroll. Carroll, a lobber that's gone over the bar. Another point for Offaly, narrowing the gap. His 4th point of the game, and the score now, Cork, 3 goals and 14 points. Offaly, 12 points. And we make it about 2.5 to 3 minutes left in the game. A game that's been played with a wonderful spirit by players and the crowd. The ball deflected across Aidan Fogarty, and this is John Fenton again. John high and John wide. And it remains 3-14 to 12 points with Cork the leaders, and the stopwatch saying about 2 minutes. And that looks a sad and worried face. Ball held by Joachim Kelly. John Hodgins lets this one go in behind him. And as they go, Declan Fogarty going through, but is fouled, and now I'm sure Offaly will go for a goal here. It's not going to make any difference as to who's going to win, but it could change the respectability of the scoreboard. Paddy Kerwin, the taker. The Cork men lining in front of the goal in 2 lines. Here we go. Low. And it's a goal! It's a goal! A goal scored by Mark and finishing it to the net as the ball bobbled around a bit. And the score now, Cork 3 goals and 14 points, Offaly 1 goal and 12, and about a minute left in the game. Here it is again, Paddy Kerwin, ball bobbling around in front of the goal, pulled on and not even struck fully but excellently into the right corner, and it is 3-14 to 1-12. And back come Cork again. John Fenton. Over the bar for John, another one for John, and that's 7 for John Fenton in this All-Ireland final. And certainly one can definitely say a captain's part. Well, some of the enthusiastic followers coming in there. Puck out into the center of the field. Paddy Kerwin. He held on a bit too long, and there is a free for Cork in the dying moments of the game. John Crowley to take it. Some of the crowd getting in, or preparing to get in onto the field down on our right. This free by John Crowley gone out over the end line. That's where the bit of trouble down there behind the goal. Some of the crowd trying to get in over the wire down there to cheer and cheer their heroes. This is Damien Martin taking the puck out. It could be the last puck out of the game. It's 3-15 to 1-12. John Crowley, Pat Hartnett, the last hurrah for the Corkmen as Pat sends it over from 65 metres from his own end line. Pat Hartnett, the smile of victory, the clenched fist of Cork power. 3 goals and 16 points to 1 goal and 12. And unless all these characters down here, you know, Dublin isn't the only place that has them. If they don't get off the field down there, the referee might decide to call the whole thing off. And what a turnabout that'd be if the score 3 goals and 16 points to 1 goal and 12. Referee has blown the whistle, and Cork are All-Ireland champions for 1984, centenary year. And the score was Cork 3 goals and 16 points, Offaly 1 goal and 12. And out on the field, quite a number of spectators have got in over the wire down at the right-hand side and have come in to cheer and hug their heroes. And one man getting one heck of a hugging out there is Shawnee Leary, and an arm around him by Pat Delaney. The Offaly men, I'm sure, shattered not just at the defeat, but at the size of the defeat. And Shawnee Leary being their powerful men. Shawnee Leary being carried there. And there's Tim Crowley, who played one of his best games today. Nothing brilliantly spectacular, but how effective he was. And the excitement on the field, there's, without his helmet anymore, there's John Fenton, and in the middle, John Crowley, and this Cork team have proved that they have the heart to win an All-Ireland championship. And the Offaly team, let us put this very much on record, the Offaly team walking over now towards the presentation area so that they will be present to pay tribute to their conquerors on this great day. And there he is, proud as could be, and rightly so. They've broken back. The Cork followers gathered around the stand, and here's John.
Look, come and look, that's great. Come and look. As a down on bet and Yatin Shaw. On top of Cork Shaw, a Glacka, a Sun Winter, August Burn Cocky. Wavalum, Wakers to go on. The Gostina Hurling, the Red and Flame Star Old Shaw. Wavalum Freshen, Forgotten, a Hort, the Dunedin Boiler. They must be clear and a vast for Touring. As for 3 cheers of home on oil. Hip hip!